up, everybody? So today's video is about deep frying foods at home without a deep fryer. So I asked a bunch of people on Instagram what their favorite fried foods were, and I got a lot of different responses. I was just gonna do one food deep fried, but I decided I'm just gonna do a whole meal. A lot of people said sweet potato fries. I personally love those, so I was like, why the heck not? I had a couple suggestions for deep fried pickles, which I thought just sounded amazing. For the third component, I kind of just wanted to get a little bit creative and come up with my own thing, and so I made these deep fried lamb chickpea nuggets. They're like chicken nuggets, but way better. You'll see in the video. They were freaking good. So I hope after watching this video, you feel confident about deep frying foods at home. Even if you don't have a fryer, let's fry some food. Alright, so starting with the sweet potato fries. So just take a medium-sized sweet potato, and we're just going to cut off the ends, we don't need them. And then just cut it into whatever size fries that you want. I did about 1/2 inch. And once those are cut up, we're going to throw them in some cold water and just rinse them and try to get some of that starch off of there. And then we'll drain that water off. And then after that, we're going to take some iced water and let those fries sit in there for 30 to 60 minutes. And again, rinse it off, and as you can see, we got all that starch off of there. Then you're going to throw it into a pot of water and boil them for 8 minutes until they're fork tender. So you don't want them to be mushy, but you want a fork to be able to go right through them like this. Alright, and then we're just going to take some unflavored oil. I use canola oil, and we'll heat that up to 350 degrees, and while that's heating, we'll throw together our cornstarch and club soda mixture for the batter. Mix that around until it's fully mixed, and then just dip the fry in there until it's fully coated, and then transfer that right into the oil and fry that for about 2 to 4 minutes. So they're not going to be completely dark yet, but pull them out after like 2 to 4 minutes and just let them dry. And then once they're cooled off, do a second coat of the batter and throw them into the oil, which should still be at 350 degrees, for another 2 to 4 minutes. And you can kind of just watch it. Just make sure you cook them until they look something like this, like a little golden, and then throw them onto a drying rack. So moving on to the deep fried pickles. The first thing we're going to want to do is take that oil and strain it off that we use with the sweet potatoes, because we might as well reuse it, it's still good. And then we'll take the pickles and just pat them dry. You don't want them to be wet, they will fry so much better the drier they are. And then we'll throw together the batter. You want to do some flour, some pepper. I spilled a bunch in there, so I'm just gonna scoop it out. Then some salt and garlic powder, and then just mix that until it's evenly mixed. After that, we'll just throw in some normal water and some chili sauce and blend it together. And I think I ended up adding a little more water to this, and then I threw the pickle in there, just made sure it was coated, and tossed that in the oil, which again is still at 350 degrees. And these will only fry one time, and you want them to go for about 4 minutes. But yeah, just let them cook until they're golden and crispy like this. After that, just throw them onto a paper towel so it can soak up the rest of that oil, and you're good to go. Alright, for the lamb chickpea nuggets. So here's all the ingredients I used for the lamb nuggets. So the first thing you'll do is throw in some canned chickpeas, followed by the ground lamb, white onion, fresh garlic, jalapeno peppers, and then we'll just blend that together until it's fully mixed. Don't over blend it, just blend it until it's completely mixed together. And then once that's mixed, we'll take it out and we're gonna form little nugget size pieces. And you can pretty much do whatever size you want. I kind of made them a little bigger than I intended. You can make them a little smaller than this, but they still turned out fine. So it's really whatever size you want. The bigger they are, the longer they will have to fry for. Then throw them in that oil. I reused it again, and this is still at 350 degrees. And I fried them for about 6 minutes. They could have gone a little longer, honestly, but they still turned out fine. You'll flip them halfway through just so they fry evenly. And I did it in a shallow pan, so I had to flip them. And yeah, they should look something like this when they're done. And then you'll want to transfer it to a paper towel so it can soak up that grease, just like before. So now with those together, we got our sweet potato fries, our deep fried pickles, and those delicious lamb nuggets. And we have ourselves a deep fried dinner.